Let me start by saying I don't think any beavers were actually harmed in the filming of this video, unfortunately. Uh, we have some farmland that we also hunt on. We planted a whole bunch of trees there about 15 years ago, and everything was going pretty well until these beavers moved in and started mowing off all the beautiful trees. And up until this point, I didn't have anything, particularly against beavers. But if you're going to make me choose between beavers and trees, I'm going to choose trees every day of the week, twice on Sunday. So these beavers had to go. And one idea we came up with is they had this lodge built kind of in the side of this berm overlooking this stock dam, which also is kind of connected to a slough, as you see. And anyway, the idea was we would get some Tannerite, or in this case, some knockoff Tannerite. I think it's called Sonic Boom. Same stuff. Mix that up into some PVC pipes and wedge those down into the lodge and then explode them, hopefully destroying the lodge and the beavers. We got kind of a beaver lodge in the side of this hill. So use the rock bar and dug ourselves PVC in there. About, I don't know, 2.5 feet of PVC. We're gonna fill it up with Tannerite, or in this case, well, no. You gotta mix it. Oh, hold on. You fill it up, cap it, and shoot it from somewhere over there. This is the plan. Here's our other one. This is the bigger lodge. Got 2-inch PVC sitting there. And then we got another one over there. Okay, we got our Tannerite out in the PVC pipes. We got 3 of them. There's one, I think, over here. It's hard to see through this camera. And there's one here, and one right next to it, somewhere in there. And we're going to be back up on this hill shooting from, I don't know what it is, probably 150 yards. So we'll see how it goes. Alright, so let's talk about what went wrong out there. Tannerite says that you should use a full metal jacket when you're shooting at the containers with the Tannerite mix in them. Well, I didn't at first. I was using this as a 223 with a 50 grain VMAX. VMAX, if you know, is a very frangible predator and varmint hunting bullet. So it's made to basically explode on impact. and that didn't work, as we saw. I was shooting right through the PVC, and PVC filled up with Tannerite mix. It was basically busting the plastic apart, but not really setting off the Tannerite. So then I switched to this 6.5 Creedmoor with the 127 LRX on it, and that's this bullet. You can kind of see the difference here. Pretty substantial difference. And out of these two cases, they were going about the same speed. This one out of a 16-inch barrel is going about 29 something, 2900. This one out of a 26-inch barrel was going right about 3,000 feet per second. So pretty similar speed, but obviously a lot more mass, a lot more energy, and also just more substantial bullet construction. So this is a copper bullet. It's made to, mushroom out basically like this, at least when it hits like a game animal. But anyway, much tougher bullet. So when it hit the PVC, it's actually able to penetrate and do whatever science stuff in there has to happen to make the Tannerite actually explode. And that's why we got a lot better results using this guy or this guy than I did using this guy. Now, certainly 223s have set off plenty of Tannerite, but like it says right on the box, you should use full metal jacket bullets, or at least some bullet with a little bit tougher construction, because these varmint bullets, as I found, just not gonna work. Okay, this is round 2. First time we're shooting a 223 50 grain VMAX at about 2850 feet per second, and I think it was mostly the bullet. The varmint bullet exploded on that tough PVC and just didn't set it off. Couldn't set off the PVC. It did set off the container that it came in, but that's a lot thinner material. So this time we got them reset. We got 6.5 Creedmoor shooting 127 grain Barnes LRX at about 3,000 feet per second. So if that don't work, I don't know what will. Alright, we're surveying the destruction here. Wasn't quite the full annihilation we were hoping for. Definitely blew a pretty good hole in this one. There's still smoke rolling out of there. Blew a nice hole in this one too. See down in the open water. Ow. This one, I don't know what happened. I hit it. Apparently, I don't know, too high or
Should I put it out of its misery right now?
something. What?
Should I put it out of its misery right now?
That is a poor plan. Let me back up a little bit first. I don't know, this one did not go. Okay, here's try number 3. I don't know why this one didn't go off, but I got another pipe in there, 2-inch pipe this time, filled to the top. Got her capped. Also moved the camera back here. It's kind of behind the berm a little bit, so I think it's going to be fine. It's definitely a lot closer, but I'm going to be over there, top of the truck, shooting this way, and we'll see. Let's see. Looks like the camera made it. Let's go see the carnage. Yeah. Pretty big hole in there. There's a 2-inch PVC. I think that worked a little bit better than an 1.5 inches. You know, it's quite a bit shorter.
Like it goes way back in there.
I just saw it on the light, but I don't believe that far. Well, I don't know if we accomplished anything, but it was fun. It was pretty cool. Let's talk about lessons learned. So, in our case, blowing up the Beaver Lodge with PVC pipe filled with Tannerite wasn't terribly effective. I can tell you right now that those beavers are just fine. In fact, probably all we accomplished is that they had to gnaw down some more trees to rebuild what we blew up. But I think it does have some potential with a couple of changes. So, number one, don't do it when the ground is frozen. That's just how it worked out for us when we get all the stuff together and get down there. Really should have been done a couple weeks or a month earlier, but that's just how it went. Also, we've kind of harped on this a bit already, but while the 223 can definitely work, don't use a varmint bullet. Use a full metal jacket, or in this case, a solid copper bullet. That should give you better results against something a lot tougher than the container that it came in, like this PVC pipe. And as far as pipe goes, use a thicker pipe. We used like 1.5 inches for the most part. We had one 2-inch pipe that we found worked a lot better, even though it was shorter. It probably held about the same amount of Tannerite as the longer 1.5 inch pipes, but it gave us a lot better boom. So I would say go with at least 2-inch. I would say maybe 3-inch like this guy, or maybe even a 4-inch pipe. And for one thing, it's going to be a lot easier to hit with your rifle. And I think packing more Tannerite in closer together is going to give you a lot better boom. So just a couple things to keep in mind. I don't know if we learned anything here, but hopefully you found it entertaining.